Good morning, students. This is the fourth session on the chapter Marketing Mix, and in this session, I'm going to discuss with you a topic called labeling. Labelling. That's the next topic of the chapter Marketing Mix, which is called labeling. So, write the next topic number, the new topic number, and give the heading labeling. Labelling. Labeling. Underline it. Below it, point number A. Meaning of labeling. Meanings of labeling and a label. Meanings of labeling and a label. Label. Within brackets, page number 335. Please check the page number of your textbook and then write the page number beside the topic. Meanings of labeling and a label. What is meant by labeling and what do you understand by a label? So open the bracket from the heading labeling and underline it. The term labeling means designing a label to be put on the package. So this is what labeling is. Only one sentence answer. The term labeling means designing a label which is to be put on a particular package of a product. So that is labeling. And what is a label? A label is a small slip. The answer continues now. Meaning of a label. A label is a small slip which is placed on a particular product to denote its nature, contents, ownership, etc. So a label is a small slip which is placed, which is fixed on a particular product and also on the package or packet of a particular product to denote, to indicate the name of the product, the nature of the product, the contents of the product, the name of the manufacturer, and all such necessary details. A label describes the product, its usage, and specifies its contents. A label, nowadays, most of the labels are descriptive labels. They describe in detail the nature of the product, how to use the product, the utilities of the product, and the ingredients of the product, the contents of the product. It is a medium through which, a label is a medium through which the manufacturer gives necessary information to the user or consumer. So it is a medium through which, a label is a very strong medium through which the manufacturer of a particular product gives all necessary information and instruction and information to the customers of the product regarding all aspects of that product. A label plays an important role in making the packaging and branding functions meaningful. Close the bracket after this. So that's the meaning of labeling and meaning of a label. Next topic, number B, please write. And this will be the last topic, the second last topic under labeling. You have got 3 topics under labeling to study. Number 1, meaning of labeling and meaning of a label. Number 2, functions or advantages of labeling. It's the same answer. And number 3, essentials of a good label. So number A, meaning of labeling and meaning of a label. Now write point number B. Point number B, advantages or merits of labeling. Advantages or merits of labeling, Labelling, or functions of labeling. The answer is the same. Advantages or merits of labeling or functions of labeling. Page number 336. You check the page number of your textbook and write the page number. Mark this topic very important. Advantages or merits of labeling. Mark this topic very important. Open the bracket from the heading functions of labeling. Open the bracket from the heading functions of labeling. Within brackets write advantages or merits of labeling. After functions of labeling, open a bracket and write advantages or merits of labeling and close the bracket. in the textbook. Then underline the whole thing. Functions of labeling, then within brackets, advantages or merits of labeling. Underline the whole thing. So what are the advantages of labeling? What are the functions of labeling? Number A, labeling, it over here means labeling, gives a definite identity to the product or brand, and therefore the identification of a product becomes easy. The labels are printed in such attractive and colorful manner, with such distinctive designs, attractive appearance, that it becomes easier for the customers to identify the product by looking into that label. For example, the name Pears printed on the toilet soap helps us to know which soap out of several soaps is Pears. The way in that colorful, box of Pears, the word Pears is written, that immediately draws our attention, and the consumer of that particular soap can identify it and pick it up from the shelf from among a lot of other brands of soaps. So for example, the name Pears printed on the toilet soap helps us to know which soap out of several soaps is Pears. Second advantage of labeling is it specifies the contents and other features of the product. It specifies the contents, the ingredients and other features of the product. It enables the manufacturer to give clear instructions to the consumers about the proper use of the product. That if there are certain instructions to be given regarding how to use the product, the manufacturer of the product can very well give those instructions, in point form on that label, and the customers, after buying the product, can go through those instructions and use the product properly. Number 3, it enables the manufacturer to grade the product into different categories. Some products are graded products, grade A, grade B, grade C. So the label itself can specify the grade. So it enables the manufacturer to grade the product into different categories. For example, Hindustan Unilever sells different grades of tea under green, yellow and red labels. Next advantage it provides, labeling provides information required under law. For example, statutory warning, smoking is injurious to health must be stated on the package of cigarettes. So if certain legal warnings, statutory warning is to be given, is to be printed on a particular type of a product like cigarettes, some medicines, drugs, etc. So such statutory warnings can be printed across the label, on the label. So the label can provide information required under law. That's legal instructions, legal warnings, statutory warnings can be printed on these labels to make the customers aware of those, legal warnings. Like very common thing, if you look into a cigarette packet, it is always printed on that packet that cigarette smoking is injurious to health. So that's a statutory warning which can be very conveniently printed by the manufacturer on the label of the product. Number E, a good label can attract attention. A good label is always very colorful, very attractive, stylish writing, which quickly draws the attention of the prospective buyers. A label can attract attention, describe the product, and stimulate the buyer, motivate the buyer, instigate the buyer to buy the product. It helps in the promotion of the product as well. Now after E, you write 2 more points. I am dictating, write 2 more points in the textbook itself with a pencil. The next advantage, point number F, the next advantage or function of labeling is, write point number F, it avoids price variations by printing the price on the label. It avoids price variations by printing the price on the label. Full stop. What does it mean? That the price of the product, MRP, maximum retail price, the price of the product is printed on the label. So every seller has to sell the product at that price. No seller can charge more than the price printed on the label. So that is a very big advantage for the customers, that labeling avoids price variations. Seller A can sell it at at rupees 50 per packet, and seller B will charge 70 rupees per packet. That will not happen, because on the label of that particular brand of a product, the similar brand of the product, the same price will be printed. So it avoids price variations by publishing the price on the label, by printing the price on the label. And another point you write, number G, it helps in advertising the product as well. So an attractive label acts as a silent salesman. It helps to promote the product. It helps in advertising the product as well. So number G, it helps in advertising the product as well. It helps in advertising the product as well. Full stop, close the bracket. So these are the advantages or merits of labeling, or you can say functions of labeling. 7 points from A to G. The last topic under this section, labeling, will be, right, point number C, essentials of a good label. Point number C under labeling, please write essentials of a good label, LABEL. Within brackets, page number 337, you check the page number of your textbook and write down the page number. Essentials of a good label. Now, page number 337, you come down to this paragraph under disadvantages of labeling. The headings advantages of labeling, disadvantages of labeling not required, because I have already covered advantages of labeling before. So advantages, that heading, give a cross mark. Disadvantages of labeling, give a cross mark. After disadvantages of labeling, come to the next paragraph and open the bracket from the second line of that paragraph, which starts with, a good label should provide the following information. Open the bracket from there. And above that line, please give the heading, essentials of a good label, LABEL. Open the bracket from this sentence. A good label should provide the following information. Above that line, you give the heading, essentials of a good label, and underline it. So, what are the essentials of a good label? When can we say that this particular label of a product is really good, is really effective? So, in order to be a good label or an effective label, a label should have the following characteristics, and it must provide the following information. Number one, it must disclose the name and address of the producer or the dealer. Number two, it must mention the weight and measurement of the product, if measurement is necessary. Number three, it must specify the size, color and appearance of the product. Number four, it must give proper information regarding the raw material and other components used in the manufacturing of that particular product, the ingredients. Then directions, it must give the directions for the proper use of the product and caution against misuse, especially for medicines. Proper directions for the proper use of the product must be printed. It must also show the date of packing and date of expiry, if the date of expiry has to be given, like for medicines, drugs and other edible products. And it must also mention, a label must also mention maximum retail price, which I told you a short while ago, including local taxes. MRP including local taxes. So, a label, in order to be good and effective, must provide these information. These information must be provided through a label. And these are the essentials of a good label. So close the bracket after the last point, maximum retail price including local taxes. So with that, I complete my discussion on this particular topic, labeling. I will end this session over here. In the next session, I am going to deal with another topic, which is packaging. Thank you.